Well, I was relying on the gizmo. I'm sorry, folks. I'm 15 seconds behind. Anyway, what a wonderful day. I got to tell you. Uh, Now, today is Friday, July 3rd, 2026. Larry Bennett, live from East Texas. And what a day yesterday was. Folks, if you remember, if any of you tuned in, yesterday I was walking backwards. I was walking backwards. Everything we started off doing, it ended up going the opposite direction. But let me tell you what happened. It just shows you how sneaky life can be. You know, we had a lot on our plate yesterday. Yesterday was King Ranch Day. I've had this old truck and I love it, but it's got some issues, and I had to, first off, I had to find a ride. When you live by yourself, you run into these two. I had to get a ride, and it had my friend, she's only off one day a week. She was kind enough, and she gave me a ride into town, followed me, and brought me home. But in all of that, there's a whole lot that you don't see. It's a busy area. A lot of things could have gone wrong, and they didn't. It was that we slid in, we slid out. I mean, everybody got the details. They have the plan, what we're wanting to do, what we'd like the outcome to be. And, you know, that's not going to work out just right. But anyway, I'm up for that. Changes along the way. But the truck is being, it's dropped off, and it'll be worked on when Carl gets time. He's one of the nicest young men, and my God, we keep going. He's going to be an old man, but I started out with this young man like 30 years ago, and he's still my mechanic. And anyway, he's just a really fine young man. So we had a great trip in, dropped the truck off, came back. It was all safe, no problems. And then we got on with, I come in and I had to make ready for another vehicle to drive. So I have a 2002 Ford Lariat that I probably haven't driven twice in 7 months, but I had already, knowing that I was going to be going down this little route, I checked the fluids, the battery was all charged, and I had to do a little moving around of the autos. But anyway, so everything's in its place, and the Lariat will be our go-to truck until we get the King Ranch back whenever. And I also, I've been doing prep work on the SSR because I'm wanting to take it on the 1st of August to the family reunion. And anyway, and some of you, what do you do? Just buy cars and sell them or whatnot? No, I don't. That isn't what happened at all. The Lariat was a birthday present. My wife got me back in 2022. That was the craziest thing. But there's a story to that, and I don't know if we got time for it, but she had had 3 new vehicles. I hadn't had any. I was still in my 1981 GMC and we had the breaking point, though, up here in Livingston. I pulled up at the racetrack to get the gas, and it's got the tilt steering wheel. Well, when I pushed the button and to raise the steering wheel, it didn't raise, it lowered. It dropped to the floor. To the floor. And I called the wife and I said, babe, I'll tell you what, there'll never be another new car bought until I get a new truck. I said, you've had 3. I hadn't had any. I got to have one. And so what she did, she was so sweet. Here I was telling her my problem. Well, set her in motion, and it was January 23rd on my 2022. And I pulled up from work, and there was a guy. I swear the man did not say a word. He handed me the keys, looked at my wife, looked at the truck. He goes over and gets in another car, and off he goes. And that was that. And I said, what's going on? And she said, that's your new truck. And she had gone to Beaumont, Kensal Motors, and she had bought that Lariat. And, oh, heck, it was decked out back. And, well, maybe I'll take a picture of it tomorrow. It still looks pretty doggone good for 24 years old. And I did take it to the car wash yesterday, and then did some more little polishing here and there on it. And, so here's that story. So, you hadn't driven anything. It's been 7 months, a couple of times around the block and then I let it idle until I saw Dave's workshop on that. And so I've got maintainers on all my batteries, but, anyway, my trip into town and cleaning it up, and it went flawless. My air conditioner was down at like 43, 44 degrees on it. So the AC was good. All the fluid levels were good. I didn't have any issues. Now I keep the good tires on it. But anyway, I did find out one thing. I was 2 months behind on the registration sticker on it. So I called the tax lady. I said, ma'am, I said, I don't know how I did. I said, I nearly missed it on my wife's last week. And now I find out I have missed it on my truck. She said, no problem, as long as you don't get a ticket. She said, just come in here Monday morning, because they're closed today. Come in here Monday morning, and we don't charge you a fee extra for it. And just bring your insurance card, and I'll give you a new sticker. Well, she doesn't give. It'll be like $75, something like that. And I said, yes, ma'am, I'll see you Monday. So, but truck's all ready to go, and so I do have a ride until then, so actually a couple. And if we had to drop back to it, I've got an 81 GMC. I bought it new out of Highlands, and I've still got it out there. And one day we'll do a walk around. But all of these vehicles I accumulated through the years. I just didn't go out, I had to have a truck or a car or whatever. Her Trailblazer's still out there. My God, it's a 85. And now everything I got's old, but it's all been kept up. Anyway, so they got new tires and oil, and I did front end alignments and whatever they needed, I did. And but all right, I could not have had a better day. For it to start out backwards, it ended up just being, it was just the most beautiful day. And it looks like I'm going to run over just a little because there's so much to talk about. It was just it was my day. And so I get home. I finally get situated. I got the cars all, ready to go. And I have a ride now, my truck. And so I come in. Remember, today was the day that I was supposed to hear something from Google. Well, guess what? Google. Love you, Google. They had me a note. It says, sign in. Let's get this password situation resolved. Let's do it. And so we did. It took 5 minutes. and those folks had me back on the road again with all of my accounts. Everything's great, and I thanked them profusely, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so very much, and everything's resolved. So that's done. So that was another win. So the truck transport, win. The truck get ready, make ready to ride, win. Google, win. And it just kept evolving like that. Everything, it was just one of those, and it had started so crazy, and it ended up just being a wonderful day. And then at 12 o'clock last night, my 3 little grandkids, well, I say they probably wouldn't like that. They're getting big. In fact, one of them was out mowing the grass yesterday, but he's 9. They're twins, and but anyway, they're in Washington D.C. They landed last night at 12:01, and they're going to spend the 4th of July in D.C. And if you remember, my older granddaughter, she's not old by any means, 20, and was an aide for Senator Cassidy for 6 weeks, and she goes back to school on Monday. So her term as aide will be coming to a close, and then she goes back to school Monday at LSU. And so they've gone to D.C. for this wonderful 250th anniversary of our country, and all of the monuments and all, they've already got all kind of stuff lined out, the Lincoln Memorial, it's just one, the reflection pool, all this different items they're going to be taking in. And then they'll come back with my granddaughter and well, kind of shuttle her off to school. And so it's just been a blessed, but busy. Everybody is busy. And anyway, it was just a fantastic day. And I just want to thank everybody. And it just shows you never know what's around the corner. And that's why it's so important not to ever, 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 ever give up. Keep going, folks. Keep plugging away. You know, we talked about that here a while back. You know, behind that, in that black cloud, I'm telling you, there's a diamond shining. There's a diamond shining behind that black cloud. You just got to rake the muck and the darkness away and find that diamond. It's in there. And so it was a diamond day for me. And well, I hope all of you have a fantastic 4th of July. And I'm just so blessed, and I thank God and my God, and it doesn't have to be yours. We can all do it different. You believe whatever you want to believe. You know, I got a saying that I use quite a bit now. You do you, I do me. And I don't really give a rat's what you do. I don't. You know, just don't interfere with mine. I don't mind. You know, stay away from mine. Just leave me alone. And I'll leave you alone. I'm not promoting anything. I just want to do my deal. I don't want to do your deal. And I'm sure you don't want to do mine. So keep being you. I'll keep being me. We'll pass along the way. Maybe we'll wave. Maybe we'll smile. Maybe we'll hug. Who the hell knows? But you know what? This is America, my friend. Anyway, 250 years, and thank God. Thank God. Anyway, with that, I'll leave y'all, and I love all of you, and just always remember, if we ain't having fun, it's our own damn fault. All right, I love y'all. Have a great 4th of July, really. Thank you.